in Kyo-don of Korea. The foundation nation against Vladislav LARIN, the man for the big occasion. Can he find a win here? The heavyweight battle, and that is coming next.
Manchester, it is now time for our final of the evening. It's the over 80 kilogram category. First out, fighting in blue from Russia, Vladislav LARIN.
Well, here he comes, decked out in his ice hockey jersey. He's been ice cold all day and he's going to have to be calm and composed. He's got the leg length and he's been led into the arena here.
Being led in by Joseph McCready again, from Liverpool, from WLM.
Yeah, he's been a busy boy.
He has.
The young Liverpudlian leading in the big Russian.
In red from Korea, it's Kyo-don in.
Well, here he comes in Kyo-don. For so long, a top-class fighter, and he's really beginning to come into his own. Won the Asian Games, had a little bit of a murmur or a little bit of a blip, just picking up a bronze in Taiwan in the last Grand Prix, but here in Manchester he has a chance to go for gold. He's used to it.
He was led in there by Elizabeth Adamsons from Doncaster. She's had a great day, she's been busy as well.
And of course, we may make light of it, we just heard there from Lauren Williams. She sat in the crowd as a youngster watching it. Must be great as the volunteers walking in there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we haven't been doing this for that long in the Grand Prix, but one day we probably will see one of those mascots competing in the Grand Prix and then them being able to say, oh, I used to be a mascot. So it's the inspiration's massive.
A massive occasion as Hafiz Mawadi from the Islamic Republic of Iran brings our last final to the fore. Thank you very much for remaining with us and enjoying the Taekwondo. Heavyweight men will bring end to day one. But who can end whose ambitions? LARIN or in Kyo-don? Russia against Korea. So of course the testing times for both protectors. As both men get ready here in this heavyweight contest. And we've had a chance to have a look at them. Obviously we know the styles of both. Things to look out for, Sarah?
Yeah, I think for me the movement from both of these athletes is quite different, but quite unique in a sense as well. They both try and use the creativity of the movement. LARIN likes to control the ring, in Kyo-don likes to move around, trying to wait for those options to spin.
As you say, who can put who in a spin? Who's going to have the movement to start? And we've seen the frenetic start in the previous. LARIN trying to do that there, using that front leg to good effect. Good push kick from the Russian.
Very fast. Literally, as soon as the referee said go, he was straight out with that front leg to the body. Just for me, sometimes that's just like, I'm here, I'm ready to fight, I'm going to control this match.
That's a great insight, of course, because you've got to make that psychological imprint on your opponent. Back kick just missing round the corner. But as you say, announcing his presence there. LARIN beginning to try and dominate a little bit in the middle. In Kyo-don yet to see the fakes. Good block there for the chop kick as well.
Always good options by each athlete, but good cover as well.
Of course in Taekwondo we see the importance of the kicks and punches, but some good blocking from both heavyweights there.
Quite poor punches, dare I say it.
I mean, I think we need to go and see Lauren Williams for a lesson.
The exact same thing.
Lessons from Lauren, but it's lessons from LARIN at the moment. Two on the board, little push to the body. And the head and shoulders beginning to move now from in Kyo-don, trying to draw in the Russian. He's in no hurry. Jump will be given for grabbing leg on the inside from LARIN.
In Kyo-don trying to create a little bit more pressure now. He's not on the back foot moving around that ring. The back kicks haven't been working yet in the semis and so far in the final.
Well, pretends with a punch there, the Korean in red, the Russian not buying at all. The shop is open, but he's not going to go in. And that's why the Gamjeon will be given the other way around this time. He started with a 2-point gap, keeps it up.
I think good call for the referee there, using your shoulders, not really with any intent. You've got to create some action.
Looking for action there was Kyo-don, back leg, swinging a miss into the last 5 or 6 seconds in the first round. Into the clinch, and they'll be going back to their corners. A couple of points of a gap. And Kyo-don, plenty to ponder for the Korean. Good start from Larin. And it was straight out the blocks into the body.
Good start by Larin. I like the way, for me, he controlled that match, that round, sorry, of that match. I think for me, he was stopping Kyo-don from doing what he likes to do. Slight frustration from Kyo-don there, I think. Larin looking quite in control.
Yeah, I think that's true. Look of confusion and consternation on the face of the Korean. Looking for some inspiration and answers. This was the quick start.
They're the biggest, they're the strongest, they're the most powerful.
And that's what made the difference.
The final of our men's over 80 kilograms category. We are going into round 2.
Well, the Russian coaching team here doing their best to keep him calm. Vladislav LARIN deserving of that lead. Kyo-don, well, he does have back kicks as we've seen. He's also got a very good skipping in front leg. Haven't seen that as yet. What a time and what an opportunity. 3-1 to the good for the Russian in blue. But who's going back with gold in this one? As the Russians just taking another chance to have a conversation here. Coach and fighter ready.
You take your time, mate. We're all waiting.
That's what happens when you're in the lead in the final here. If in doubt, make them wait. And we're going to have to wait a little bit further, not for the first time. Another test as we move towards the close of this heavyweight final.
The technical difficulties we've had in the first couple of matches have definitely improved. Well, it could only improve, actually.
That's true. That's true. Very politically correct and polite there, Sarah. I like it.
That's me.
Ever the ambassador, but who's going to be the ambassador for the heavyweight division? Open stance, but no open scoring. Good on. Trying with the twisting kick there, trying to do something different. Got caught on the hop there.
Nice, excellent fake there. Tending to go high and low. Shame it didn't score from Larin.
Yeah, good stuff from Larin. Changes stance, looks for another option. Push kicks available at the moment. Tries with the chop. Kyo-don sees it and steps back. All to play for in this one. Gold hanging in the balance.
Beautiful Taekwondo there by Kyo-don. 2 back legs there. Can hear the noise, but sadly no point. Good cover by Larin.
Covering the distance well there. Tried to reach in with that punch. A bit of a powder puff punch, but a little left hand shot on the inside there from Kyo-don. The power punch evading the Korean so far. Vladislav LARIN having a look, but decides to go with the defensive option.
Excellent control by Larin. Really patient. Frustrating Kyo-don.
Yeah, he's really doing well here, Vladislav LARIN. Taking the distance when he wants to. Not buying into that rhythm that Kyo-don has set. Of course, they've fought many times previously. The Korean with a 4-1 advantage in terms of head-to-heads. But it's the 3-1 advantage for Vladislav LARIN in this one. As we go towards the last 20 seconds of round number 2.
Larin's really slowing that pace down now. Using his own rhythm. Excellent headshot there by Kyo-don. Unfortunately, no point.
Yeah, right on the buzzer.
Good option, and it could have changed the match.
Yeah, absolutely. Needs to find something special, as you say. That rhythm that's been changed by the Russian. So tough times now for Kyo-don. But still one full round in which to do it.
Round, right.
And we've seen the quality that he's got all the way through. It's evaded him here. Vladislav LARIN in command, but it's a very slender lead.
Yeah, it is in command, but not massively, you know, leading it in terms of points, so anything can happen. But yeah, it seems to be in control so far. One thing can change this match, though. It's nothing.
Yeah, absolutely, and that'll be the words in the Korean corner, making sure that Kyo-don has his confidence and concentration ready.
At the Manchester Arena. That's going to be huge.
We saw a couple of attempts at punches and short kicks on the inside. Can he do the same here?
Like I said in the last final against LARIN, if you're going to go into the clinch, learn how to punch. And these two men have been into the short distance clinch about 3-4 times where there could have been a point for either one. So I think they need to go home and really practice that, because that could have changed the match, especially for Kyo-don. There's definitely 2 or 3 occasions where he could have scored the punch.
No, I think you're absolutely spot on. Lessons to be learned. But who can hand out the final lesson here in the final round on day number 1 here in Manchester, the Grand Prix? All boils down to this in terms of heavyweights.
We'll have the medal ceremony for all of the fighters from the over 80 kilograms category.
Open stance, opening chance there for Kyo-don. Tries with the front leg. Nice little, almost a side kick there from Vladislav LARIN, the lesser spotted side kick.
Registering, it is registering, so it could change the match if he continues to pursue that.
Black leg blast block there from the Russian. The head kick as well. Concentration's been good with LARIN. 2 points sneak onto the board for that jumping push kick there from the Korean. Good contact and impact from the man in red. That has an impact on the score. 3-all.
A very close match again, this.
So we were just chatting about
50-50 in terms of the momentum in this one into the final round.
Next year, before Tokyo in 2020. It's going to be huge 2 years in Taekwondo.
It's great for GB. It's great to have the World Championships the year before the games. So we'll all be looking to capitalise that on home advantage.
We definitely will. We're about to jump back into this final.
Kyo-don going against Vladislav LARIN. This one for the gold. 6 points shared, 3 apiece. Korean trying with that front leg for all his might, but it's Vladislav LARIN. Good footwork from the Russian.
Yeah, excellent there. Moving back, avoiding. It's a great option to not try and capitalise. Back leg there. Went with the front leg. Opened it up. Scored with the back leg.
The back leg makes the difference as we move into the last stages now. Last minute here. Vladislav LARIN, real power and a real chance to grab gold. Good block as well.
Again, another opportunity to punch and score, but unfortunately the punch not quite good enough.
Vladislav LARIN holding the centre and holding the attention of Kyo-don, who's breathing heavily. Does well to avoid the head kick, the Korean in red. Into the last 30 seconds now. Big back leg there, perfectly timed from LARIN. Good response from the Russian.
Some big noises there by both athletes on the pad, but only 1 point there for LARIN.
Yeah, as you see, 1 point for LARIN, 1 gam jump for holding. Back to a 3-point game. 1 head kick could change it for Kyo-don. He's going with the back leg turning kicks to the body. Last 10 seconds in this one. Well, it's been a feature today in terms of getting the protective system to work properly. 3 points of a gap, last 10 to go. Both fighters full of concentration. Gold medal in the offing. Vladislav LARIN, hang on, attack. What's the options now?
I think for me, he's been playing a really, really good game. For me, stay patient, stay calm. Don't let Kyo-don get into that short distance.
A short distance and a short time in which to do it. The Korean pulls it back to a 1 point game. We're into the last second. Vladislav LARIN blocks and he goes away with gold there. Kyo-don found something from somewhere, but the Russian, delight for him. And the main man from Moscow grabs the gold.
And
Good response from Kyo-don.
Yeah, good response there at the end. Could have gone either way at the end there, but for me, Larin, he did seem to control that match right from the start. So a deserved winner, I think, for me.
Yeah, and I have to say, you called it on the way through in terms of who would win. We had a little chat off mic, and you picked out Larin, you picked out Williams. So a wonderful day in terms of Taekwondo. Of course, the victory ceremony still to come. Do stay with us for that if you can. If you have to sneak off, well, be aware that same time tomorrow there'll be more Taekwondo action for you to enjoy. And if you're joining us in the UK, well, on BBC Two, Latila Mohammed will be doing a recap of the Youth Olympic Games at 1:15 local time. So lots of Taekwondo action in that, so tune in for that one if you can. But wherever you are in the world joining us from, I hope you've enjoyed the Taekwondo. Stay with us, the men's heavyweights. The podium has just been put together, and the top three men have put in some great performances. Rewards for them. And final thoughts from yourself, Sarah. We've seen, as we see the highlights of the heavyweight men's, pick out a couple of moments for the matches today.
I think for me, Lauren, obviously, in that final there, you know, the punches alone, the relentlessness, the enjoyment that she was having made us enjoy being here and watching that. And again, Hassini from Iran, I know he didn't win today, but I think for me, a real great prospect for the future. And unfortunately with his injury, we're just praying that he doesn't, you know, keep him out for too long. But yeah, there's you know what, there's a lot to pick from. They were just 2. I probably could pick about 10 from today. So it's been a real joy to commentate tonight.
And it's been a real joy to listen to the insights that you've provided, and you'll be doing the same tomorrow. But back to today, the main man here in blue, he will be up on the podium in just a couple of moments' time to grab a well-deserved gold medal. A couple of fights breaking out in the stands there between the youngsters.